Good morning. Good. Welcome to More on the Road with Bernard Moore, the third presented to you by More and More Sports Management. Nothing but more is what we're all about. We're here live at New Jerusalem North, getting set for our fifth and sixth grader workout with the Mississippi Top Prospect. Right now is the beginning stage of basketball. This is very important for the young ladies to start basketball here at this age because if you can see the game as it transpires, some of the young ladies are not as talented compared to how they should be. So this age right now is very good. Don't wait till they get to high school and try to get them set together. But right now it is very important to hit them at elementary age. But joining me today is the founder, CEO, the coach, the custodian, the bus driver, the cook, the cleaner, all the above. That's what he do, and I know that he is proud of what he doing. Joining me today is Mr. Robert Wood. How you doing today, Coach?
Hey man, Mo, I'm pretty good there. I appreciate you having me on, man.
Man, no problem. Thank you for allowing us to come in here and spend time with you guys. Now, I'm just gonna dive right in.
Okay.
How important at this age? This is you said this is fifth and sixth grade. How important is it for the young ladies to develop the game at this age, or is it they need to go earlier?
Actually, fifth and sixth grade is a great age to start. My daughter started at 5, so I would start the hand, coordination with their feet. They can walk and chew gum at the same time.
Uh-huh.
Those things are important. But starting at fifth and sixth grade is important. I'm excited to see these young ladies in here. As I've been doing this for 14 years, I'm trying to go younger and younger as far as getting girls in the gym.
Uh-huh.
We're competing against a lot of kids in the country, not just in Mississippi. So starting early is very, very important.
Man, no, but some people say basketball is not a girl sport. No, they more the softball, volleyball. How what would you say to those individuals that say that basketball is really not a girl sport? Stick to softball and volleyball.
Man, basketball is life. I'm telling you right now, basketball is life. Basketball is a girl sport. As you've seen, so much attention has now been on women's basketball.
Yeah.
Now, it's been important to us for a long time. But you see the Angel Reeses and you see the
Uh-huh.
Maya Moore. You see WNBA is taking over. But before then, it starts here.
Yeah.
So, it has changed a whole lot. It is very important. Very important.
Now, what you saying? Those night, Maya Moore. That was I love to see her coming through when she was at UConn, won the
Hmm.
number championship. But her career ended short because of personal reason.
Correct.
And some people look at that. No, she left the game too early. You can't say when people trying to leave the game too early, or if they leave it too late or too early. She had a mission led
Hmm.
by God,
She
and
did.
that's what she wanted to do. Just like Marcus Mann, somebody said
Hmm.
he left the game too early,
Right, right, right,
but
right.
you look at that and say, hey, that's between them and God. Now I enjoy watching them play, but that's between them and God.
Yeah, yeah. But and then that's true. But think about it. I love and you mentioned something about God. This is my ministry.
Uh-huh.
This is something that I want to give back to the state of Mississippi. I moved out the state. I live in Georgia now, so I drive 6 hours one way. I don't want to pat on the back. I just want these young ladies to get opportunity to see the world, and I've got a chance to see the world. I got to through my lenses, and now go to their lenses. So the world's a beautiful place. Just coming down State Street or downtown is more to the world than just that. So this is my mission. And until Lord tell me to stop, this is what I'm going to be doing.
Now, what you saying now? You driving all the way from you were born and raised here in Jackson,
Correct.
Jackson Public School product,
Correct.
product of the greatest institution
The I
on this
love.
side, and you moved out of state. And some people say you leaving home to go outside, but sometimes they don't understand. I got to go away to make home better.
Man, you made hit the nail on the head, right? You have to be able, be able to grow, right?
Uh
Sometimes
huh.
you can be the biggest fish in the small pond,
Yeah.
and there's nothing wrong, with that. So, but I got a chance to see the world, and I get a chance to bring it back here to Mississippi, and so these young ladies can see, just get a glimpse of what it is out there. Now, they're a little bit too young to read it, not a lot of traveling or whatever.
Uh huh.
They're gonna do some, so they get a chance to see it. But as they get used to it, their eyes are not as big anymore. I've seen this before, Mom. I've seen this before, Dad. So now you get older and you experience and you competing for jobs. You've been there before.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to do.
Now I understand. I like saying exposing them to different environment, different culture, because we just speaking of the inner city of Jackson. Now I don't know where these young ladies from. They're all from
Hmm.
all over the state of Mississippi.
Correct.
But if you can just speak the inner city of Jackson, some of those students, those residents of Jackson, they never left outside of their neighborhood in Jackson.
Right.
And this is an opportunity for some people say, professional sports is just a bunch of mumbo jumbo because they're making all this money and they're not doing anything back to their community.
Hmm.
But this is an opportunity to expose them to the world. because it's also I use sports like as it helps me in life
Mhm.
because you build teamwork, you
Right.
build work ethics, you build.
It's a vehicle, man. Sports is a vehicle. I tell all the kids, I tell them every year, I said, preparation plus opportunity equals success, right? So if
Yeah.
you prepare it, right? If you prepare it and this opportunity come, MTP is an opportunity, right?
Uh-huh.
The preparation starts here in practice, here in trials. So once you get that opportunity, that equals success. We are excited. We are excited to get an opportunity to be successful.
Yeah, and I heard you talking with the parents earlier, and you was telling about the connection that you made,
Mhm.
that you've made, and start playing basketball, not with just MTP, but
Correct.
just from the past, as long with your daughter, as what you've been in coaching.
Mhm.
How important is establishing a relationship for these young ladies at this early age?
Oh man, when I say it's a static, one thing that I love about what we've done over the years is that we got an opportunity to bump our head early, right? We got a chance to figure out what we have done right,
Yeah.
what we've done wrong. So now they don't have to, what Jay-Z said. I did that, so you ain't got to do that. You
Okay.
feel me? So
Yeah.
you don't have to do that. We bumped our head. So our connections, our mistakes have helped us get to the next level. And now I know what to do when college coaches are, calling for players. I can call college coaches, hey, I got this young lady that's over here. You need to come and check out. Coach, I take your word for it. I've seen what you've done over the years, and that's exactly where we are now.
Yeah, and with that, I know, like I said, you have a daughter and you have a son. They're both of them playing and potential playing sport. With you coaching, and then you have a family on, how difficult that is sometimes. Though, like I said, you're in Mississippi, you back home right now,
Mm-hmm.
and your son is getting ready to go to some other college visit.
Right.
No, how important is that you still establish a relationship then with family, and then, as I say, spending time with somebody else's kids?
Right. It's it's difficult.
Uh-huh.
It's difficult, right? Let me tell you why it's difficult. As my son is getting older, I'm spending more time, trying to spend more time with him. I'm trying to make sure I show him the same efforts that I show other kids, and I want to be there for him.
Uh-huh.
And my wife struggled with the same thing, over years. As over the dancing dolls, she's
Yeah.
always practicing. She's always training. So we try to make sure that we show our son love
Yeah.
as much as possible. And on top of that, we also make sure that whatever time we spend, we get the best out of it.
Yeah. And so that was, I know, like I said, I have two boys. Both of them are playing sports right now. We're in basketball season. Like I stated, that I enjoy doing what I do, and I'm glad that they are involved in it as well. Because when I'm out coaching, I'm gonna make sure that I'm coaching them. Or if I'm out watching the game, I'm gonna make sure that I got them with me. Hey, let's go watch the game. So
Correct.
it is very important to definitely spend that family bond. Then also, if you coaching your child, how difficult is that coaching your child also?
Man, I'm glad my daughter graduated. I'm telling you right now, I'm glad she graduated. It was very difficult coaching my daughter because it never stopped, right? I was younger at the time. I was a lot younger now, so my patience is not where it is right now.
Okay.
So after she get 2 hours of practice with me, she now got a 20-30 minute ride home, and I'm still coaching, right? So she hated it. When I say she hated it, but I knew what I wanted to get out of her. She accepted the role. She went on to play at Cal State. And played California. She went overseas and played ball, but so some of it sunk in. You know what I'm saying? Some of it sunk in, but it still was it was difficult. I'm glad she graduated. I'm glad she's out here.
I know. I like I said, I coach at Hillcrest. I coach the assistant boys varsity coach and the head junior varsity coach.
Okay.
And my son plays. Both of my sons play basketball.
Right.
And so the head coach, Coach Stefano, we use each other for knowledge and wisdom and words of encouragement. And he always say that on the ride home, we're not going to talk about the game. We're going to let it soak in, and then don't really talk with your parents or talk with your parents about the game. We're going to get with you the next day.
Yep.
I kind of adapted that, but a lot of times after every game, especially the home game, I call my son and I ask him for his assessment. Man, how do you think you played? And then we're going to talk. He's going to give me his opinion. Then I'm going to share mine. But then sometimes we kind of just leave it right there, but then get to practice that following practice. We really discuss about previous game, but it is – but – the only I tell all my parents that I'm gonna treat your child just like you mine.
Correct.
So if they mess up, I'm gonna fuss at them too, because I'm really harder on my son because he's a reflection of me.
Correct.
And if he mess up and I give him some leeway, then the other players gonna fall in like, man, you ain't doing nothing. So that's the difficult part about with me.
I kicked my daughter off my team. before.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now, I've kicked off the team before. So again, I have no respect of a child. I don't care who it is. If you ain't doing what you're supposed to do, if you ain't doing what you're supposed to do, you can go, you can get it. Now, he was mad at me, but again, I kicked my own dog off my team. So that's how unbiased I am for these girls.
Okay.
But again, it was a learning progress for me, right? On how to do this. A lot of kids I do kind of father, you know what I'm saying? So, but I had to grow with the girls also. Time has changed. I can't do where I tell you what to do, you're gonna do it. These girls ain't like that no more. These kids ain't like that no more. So you got to figure out how to. You're still gonna be separate from them, but you got to figure out how to, keep that respect and also, and keep them motivated at the same time. Now, you see, right now they're doing something. They're doing something they ain't not used to right now, and that's pushing through right now.
Yeah,
that's pushing through, and they gotta push through. The world is not a easy place. I'm telling you right now. So when you get to the point where you can't push, or you feel you're gonna give out, you gotta have people around you motivating. That's what we got right here with these young coaches right now. They're gonna motivate these young ladies.
Now, like you say, certain ages, some fans or some spectators may say you're working these girls too hard. This age is not that important. Let them enjoy the game. Just let them have fun. How do you deal with parents like that as well as spectators?
I don't deal with parents.
Okay.
I don't deal with parents. It's gonna be my way or no way. I'm sorry. One thing I would never do is argue with somebody or something that I built, and I know how to get there. Right? I don't go to anybody else's job and I tell them how to do their job. So you can't come to me and tell me how to do my job.
Gotcha.
So there's no conversation like that. You're either gonna do it or not do it.
Yeah. Again, this is More on the Road with Bernard Moore III, presented to you by More Sports Management. We're here at New Jerusalem North, setting with the Mississippi Top Prospects, 5th and 6th graders. Now, I know you hear a whole lot of chatter. Now, at this age, the kids are normally not used to cussing, working out this hard, especially in sport. But just like Coach Williams said, he got coaches to continue to provide encouragement. And I state that's the coach's job is to bring the best out of them. And to bring the best out of them. So the coach gonna constantly push them. But for those athletes that don't want to hear it, don't get involved in sport. I tell you, don't get involved in sport, because the coaches are gonna push you. They're gonna encourage you. So, and yes, they're gonna ride you to the best. Now, coach, when you get a player that sometimes they have the talent, they have the capability to be a great player, but their work ethic is sorry.
Hard work beat talent when talent don't work hard. Okay, all day. Hard work beat talent when talent don't work hard. You're gonna be the most talented kid in the gym. If you don't work hard, it's not gonna pan out. So you have to work hard. We're gonna push these kids to the max, and we're gonna see can they go even further. Now, if they can get past the day, right, and they make it back, the next week, they belong to be here. But again, we're gonna do something that they're not used to, and this is gonna be professional level exercises and trials, right? This is what they're gonna do. So again, you have to work hard. I don't care how talented you are. I can go and get somebody off the street who's going to work harder than somebody with talent. I guarantee I get them a scholarship, and they get further in life than somebody with some talent.
Yeah, and like I said, that work ethic here on the court, it translates into life, into business. If you look at a lot of former athletes, that you look at their work ethics, and look at them now, they're leaders in the community. They're leaders at their own. Some of them start their own business, or they're leaders at somebody else's business. But again, how important is it to inform the children to see the work that they're doing, how it will pay off in the future?
Man, you hit the nail on the head with that one. If they do the work right now, right, it gets easier as time goes on, right? It gets easier as time goes on. If they can push past what's in their way right now and you see what's on the other side of that wall, they can do anything in life. So again, we're gonna push them to the max. We're gonna make sure that I want them their tongues out. So when they leave here, I want them to fall asleep in the car. You know what I'm saying? I want them to fall asleep in the car. So when they get in the car, they're gonna fall asleep right there. So
yeah, I know that's what parents. Some of the parents kind of join and say, "Yeah, them jokes go sleep." Because I know even like I said, when coaching my son, I push them, but soon we get in the car, about a minute or two later, them jokers sleep.
Right.
And I said, well, yeah, they got good work. Or then once they get home, my wife will look at it and say, what's wrong with the boy? I said, they tired. We worked them today. That's all it is.
They just did work. So again, I want to make sure that we can give a 1%, right? If I give 1% of myself to these kids every day, eventually going to wind up be 100%, right? And so then they put 100%. Now we're at 200. So I tell people all the time, practice don't make perfect, right? Practice prevent poor performance.
Yeah.
That's what practice prevents for me, right? Look, I'm looking at right now. We got a third right there. She's rocking. She's barely gonna stand. I want to see her throw up. I don't know if I can see her throw up, coach. I got her. If I can see her get right there, I got her. But again, practice don't make perfect. Practice prevents poor performances. All right. So that's in life. That's in life and everything. If you prepared, it's rare that you're gonna mess up. If you prepared, it's rare that you're gonna be outdone by somebody else or anything. So I want to make sure that they prepare for life. This is a ministry, man. This is a ministry for me.
Yeah, now, I know you stated earlier, when the girls came out and you asked them were they nervous or scared, and nobody said, they said no, they weren't scared.
Right.
Now, be truthful. Now, don't lie, don't sugarcoat it. Now,
okay.
Before your first game, were you nervous and scared?
I be nervous every day. What you talking about? I didn't sleep. I was up since 4 this morning. I've been up since 4 this morning. But you know what got me through it? I'm prepared.
Yeah.
Right. I went to sleep probably about 1 or 2. About 12. I got back up at 4 o'clock this morning. I didn't went back to sleep. Tryouts. And my first day is always like a box of chocolate, man. I don't know what I'm gonna get. I never know what I'm gonna get. I know you heard it on what's that?
Forrest Gump.
But it's true. Life's like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. So again, I never know what I'm gonna get. So I'm always excited about the first day. So I think I was more nervous than they were.
Okay. Yeah, like I tell my players, I said, now be true. Now you nervous, just say you nervous. No, it's all right. That's life. Yeah. Because like I said, I'm nervous for them as well when they play the first game. Like I said, with me coaching. I know coaching middle school early, like I got the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th graders. And my learning skill, my knowledge about the game is kind of way advanced. And I get kind of nervous sometimes when I'm teaching them the game. I'm teaching them the game because I know how mine is. And then they don't compare to what my skill level is. And so I tell them, yes, I am nervous for you guys, man, because I want to see y'all succeed. And so it's okay to be nervous.
Right.
But like I said, I don't want you to be scared because you look at the opponent, man, these guys bigger than I am.
Correct.
Basketball is basketball. It's the same thing. So
at the end of the day, it's basketball is basketball. Before every tournament, before I get nervous. I get nervous. You see me disappear, I go into a bathroom stall, and you see me, I go and pray. Well, you won't see me because I'm home to myself. But I go and pray before I go and coach again. I'm nervous, not for myself. I'm not gonna make a layup. I'm not gonna take a shot at the game. I'm not gonna run on the floor. I want it so bad for the kids. That's what my nerves just come in for, because I know sometimes you get one chance to get to make an opportunity, get the opportunity. So I want the opportunity to be their best. Put their best foot forward in front of these college coaches. So again, it's still I get nervous, but I pray about it, and I'm not nervous no more. That jump ball go up. It's game time now. You know what I'm saying? But the preparation is done. Everything else is over with, man. So we ready to go and ball at that time.
Now, our I know everybody has different coaching strategy, tactics, and everything. Are you coaching during game time? Are you correcting during game time?
You said
are you coaching during game time, or are you correcting during game time?
I'm doing more correcting now. All right. When I first got, now I'm coaching, right? I'm putting them in the right place. So I take that back. I coach more than whatever. I've done the work, but I said I got to make adjustments. I now got to make sure that whatever the other coaches, the other team is doing, I put them in the right position to be successful. So I do a little bit more coaching. So it depends on, and both of them kind of similar. Yeah. But at that time I'm coaching. Me coaching is putting them in the right situation, right? Yeah. It's not me trying to get them energy. It's not me trying to pep them up all the time. You should be, you should have that. Now some kids need it. But you should be coming in and understand, hey, I know what I got to go and do. I put the time, I put the work in. Now it's time to go and perform. Plain and simple.
Yeah. Now, I know, like I said, what I'm going to break it, that's what I mean by coaching and correcting. Coaching is about pulling the best out of the player. That's my definition. Okay. Coaching is pulling the best out of the player. Because, like I said, you can take somebody off the street if they're willing to learn.
Correct.
That shows a good coach because he's pulling the best out of them. Instead of you correcting, in practice we did it this way. That's how I want it done. Instead of and like I said, I got to learn. I'm still kind of working with that. Now, this past game, I kind of sat back and I just coached. Right. Instead of trying to correct and stuff like that. Correct. And so, like I said, it's a game-by-game situation. Like I said, you got to – a good coach learn how to make adjustments on the fly. Instead of like, man, I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for that. But in your back pocket, you got strategy and tactics to handle anything that you know will do against yourself.
Correct.
What you see.
Correct. And that's nail on the head. It's not a whole lot of stuff that you can show me different in basketball.
Uh-huh.
I've seen all of it. I had a young lady, she was older than me. I was younger. This is maybe my second year coaching travel ball. And she came to me. I was talking to my player, and she said, "Ref, did you hear that? He cursed my player out." I said, "I'm not even talking to your player. What are you saying, right?" And so now, some more time passed by, and I talked to him again. She said, "Coach, he doing it again. I mean, ref, he doing it again, whatever." So now I'm mad. My focus is on this woman now. She beats me, right? And she looks at me and winks and said, "Gotcha." That was early in my coaching career, right? That was me learning the game. She was an expert at what she does. She knew that we had on the road. Who was this team out of Mississippi giving my team in Georgia a opportunity, a run for their money? So at the end of the day, she had to take me out of the game, and she did that. That was my second year ever coach. I learned. Her name is Daphne. I still remember her name. Her name is Daphne. WP Celtics is the team. And this is 13 years ago.
Like I said, you live and learn, and that's why I tell my team also. Sometimes the guys are so afraid of the name on front of the jersey instead of actually the game comes. Like, come on now. I tell my team every year, we look when coach make the schedule. I really don't sit in and say, hey, let's play this team, play the team. Nah, he just say, coach, this is who we're gonna play. All right, let's go.
Correct.
I'm gonna go watch film. Let me see if they got film. I'm gonna go watch film on. I don't care about the name. And I tell my guys, I said, we're gonna go undefeated. I said before this season, I said we're gonna shit everybody.
Hold on a second. Hold the ball, guys, ladies. Hold the ball.
Again, we're here live at New Jerusalem North, getting set for the Mississippi top prospect, 5th and 6th grade girl. Like I said, this is the point in time for basketball to be really taught. And Coach said a little bit of time before then. So this is the point right now for you to learn the fundamentals of the game, because they turned away from the girls basketball game right now and focus more on guys. So definitely pay attention to the girls, because they're definitely coming on. Coach, now making a statement now, how is it important for girls to learn at an early age compared to the males?
This is not me being biased on both sides. A lot of times, guys are a lot more athletic, right? So they can actually accommodate their athleticism accommodates for their lack of knowledge of the game, right? So they play above the rim, we play below the rim, right? Girls basketball, you got some dunking now in girls basketball, but we play below the rim, so our fundamentals girls' fundamentals have to be a lot better than the guys. I can go and take 2 dribbles, go and dunk the ball as a guy, right? That's 2
Can you do that now?
I can't do that. I can't barely make a layup. I can barely make a layup, right?
You just said I can take 2 dribbles, but go ahead.
Boy, you're right. The guys. But my thing is, girls, they play below the rim, so fundamentals are very important, right? So they got to understand how to do a drop step. They got to understand how to, their euro. They got to understand how to, create open space. We do it on the boys' side too, but it's more important for the girls because they can't dunk, right? They can't. Some can't dunk, so their knowledge or their mindset is a little bit different. We try to make sure that they understand what it is that they're doing. We try to make it understand why they're doing it. Women, I've learned over time. For me and married, man, women ask questions. Who, what, when, why,
Detail,
right?
yeah.
Same as coaching girls in basketball, man. They want to know every single thing. they don't let you pass or whatever. Why I gotta do this, coach? When I gotta do this? They want to know every single thing. So again, fundamentals, details. I watch women's basketball, college women's basketball, before I watch WNBA. Before I watch the NBA. Okay. Everything is one-on-one in the NBA, right? Yeah. ISO this, ISO that. You know what I'm saying? They play, but women basketball is a lot more fundamental. They working, with each other. They understand, the fundamentals of the game. Not saying guys don't do it, but again, they're more fundamental. So that's why I never coach boys. I always coach girls.
Now, that's I'm glad you stated it. If you watch a girls' game, especially a very talented team, their work ethic is there, and the coaches really get on. And you can see some of the work ethic, and the ones we said that are untalented, they're giving it a shot. They're giving it a try compared to the male counterpart. Some they're like, man, I'm not finna do that because I'm not good. I say the young lady sometimes will at least give it an opportunity to come out here and play.
Right.
But is it a struggle, or is it? I'm not saying struggle. Is it challenging to take a non-athletic female to teach them the game of basketball compared to a non-athletic male the game of basketball?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a little bit tougher. Again, like I said, their athleticism can make up, for some of their deficiencies of knowledge of the game. Um, the ladies, you'll see as we're doing our warm ups, our layups rather, you get a chance to see that they got to figure out where to put the ball. They're a little bit uncoordinated right now to fifth and sixth grade, which is great while we're here. But again, where do we put that ball on the backboard to make sure that ball go in? Right? You got to understand that now. Until now your athleticism catches up with your knowledge of the game. So when I started coaching third graders, I didn't teach everything. I knew if I can make more layups and I can make more free throws on the other team, we'll win the game. And that's what I did.
I'm glad you said about it. How important are free throws?
Oh man, they're free, baby. They're free. Free throws are free. That's you and nobody else. I don't care what they're screaming, they're hollering. That's you. That's your work that you put in, away from everybody, right? Say that I'm gonna make this free throw and then make this count. Free throws are very important. It's free. That's you and them. You did your work to get to that line. Now capitalize off of it.
Yeah, I tell my team at the beginning of the season, we're gonna win the game at the free throw line. I tell them that's how we're gonna win the game.
Yep.
Because my strategy of playing basketball is attack the basket, and especially at an early age. You rarely will find a good defensive sounded player at the early age, because guess what? They're going to intentionally hack or foul. And so if you're attacking the basket, guess what they're going to do? They're going to foul. So that's what we're going to spend most of the time.
That's
it. But, player, nah, coach, we only work on free throw. We don't work on, nah, dude, free throw line.
Free throw line. You're going to win it right there because, again, I'm going to tell somebody my strategy or whatever. So don't try to use it. We're going to change it. But if I see a starting lineup, I got a big in the paint, right, for another team. That person's on the floor is their best player. That's why they're starting, right? So how do I get them in foul trouble, right? I need to get to that line. I need to make sure I need to get my points and get them on that bench. So I always attack that big first.
Yeah.
Get that big out of that paint. I'm going to go down that way. Now I got slashers. You know what I'm saying? Go down. I got somebody going to pull a mid-range. I got their second best defender out there now in that paint. So that's my strategy. Every time I go in, I see a big post player. I'm not scared. I have a young lady that's out here right now. I remember she's only 5'11". She played post me, right? Taisha Willis. Willis. She told me, she said, Coach, you're going to get all 5'11" and 135 pounds of me. And she went and got it. The girl like 6'3", 6'4". She went out, and they said they couldn't do nothing with her. Because she said, they're going to get all 135 of me and 5'11". And she went to work. So, and then she lived at that line.
And see, that's why I tell you, that's the strategy I like to say. Go ahead and get their bigs in foul trouble. That's it. That's what I use that too. So you're not the only one. So I use it as well. Go ahead and attack. Go ahead and get them in foul trouble. But you can look at today's game. Post play is almost non-existent anymore.
It's not there. It's not there. It's all you got 7 foot big shooting threes now. You know what I'm saying? They're not in the paint like they used to be, man. And we learned that on the road too. We played we played in Select 40 year for last, right? Select 40 is a shooting circuit. I remember one team had five. One team had five girls at a time. He rotated 5 at a time, right? And he had 15, and every last one of them was knocking it down. It don't matter what he put in there. It's a shooting league, so it's turning. So we do work on shooting, but also too, if I can take a smaller guard and on the post, I get my 2 points out of there. That's what we teaching the girls to be smart also. But it's a shooting league now.
I understand. Honestly, everybody wants to shoot, but everybody's not a shooter. I tell the guys, man, anybody can throw the ball up there at the rim. Luckily, it may go in sometimes. It's not.
Right.
But I tell them, if you want to shoot, get your form proper. Don't change a few mechanics and stuff. Nah, coach, I feel comfortable. Well, coach, you see I'm making? I said, yes, you making some of them. And I just throw the ball there sometime and they go in. I said, see, I can do that. Anybody throw the ball there, it's going to go in. But if you get proper form, you have a great chance of making more shots.
Oh yeah. So I see these fundamentals are important. As you see them, we are here now, right? Fundamentals are important. So again, footwork, how to come off the one leg, how to jump stop, into your layup. These are things that is gonna be different. Or when they play other teams, you will see that they say, "Oh, these kids been trained. These kids understand. They know what they're doing." As time, and you want that, right? I want other people to say, I wonder who has training these kids, because they're gonna look totally different. When you come back and watch it again, I'm gonna invite you back out. I want you to see how these kids look from now, and then they look in a month. It's gonna be a totally different atmosphere and environment. And you say, man, it's not the same kids. These are the same kids. That's the work and the knowledge that these coaches, bring to the table, and you're gonna see a different than these kids.
Now, and like you said, we stated earlier, though, fundamentals will beat talent anytime.
Mm-hmm.
blocking out,
Right.
taking the right, laying the ball up, lay the ball up with the correct hand on the. Try to tell kids. I tell my kids, you on the left side. Why you laying the ball with your right hand? Because that gives closer access to the ball.
Correct.
If you lay it up with the left hand on the left side, guess what? They got to come across your body to block. That's a foul.
That's a foul.
That's just basic basketball.
And guess where you going?
To the free throw line. just like you said, it's the basic fundamentals of basketball that can really help make a difference in somebody. Like I said, these young ladies right now are getting introduced to basketball. Some of them are just accustomed to. Now, I'm not trying to talk about any PE teachers. Like I said, this is what we learned at Jackson State.
Correct.
The 3R: read, roll, and relax.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the PE teachers just check the roll the ball out there, and sit back and relax.
And that's what they're doing.
And that's it. You're right.
And you can tell. You can tell because when they get to school and they come to me and whatever, they don't understand any terminology of basketball. You ask them again. I use the word drop step again. You ask a kid who's a post player to do a drop step, they have no idea what you're talking about.
What's that?
You show them how to do up and under, they have no idea what they're talking about. Now I'm gonna say what we got an opportunity. I was down at a school yesterday, and I just picked up 2 international kids. Right, this game of basketball is not just here locally.
Yeah, correct. Yeah,
this is worldwide.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, this is a 6'3", ninth grader, and you got a 5'11" ninth grader who's putting in the work and the time. So you competing against these people all around the world.
Yeah,
for these small amount of scholarships. You competing against people all around the world for an opportunity. So again, that opened my eyes up that I'm listening to other languages being spoken at practice and everything else when they're doing it. But again, one thing universal about it, the footwork, the fundamentals, that's universal. You know what I'm saying? That's universal.
So now you probably have to re-enroll into a language class so you can learn Spanish, other native languages, stuff, because you recruit international players. So
I hate they ain't pay attention in class, man. I really hate they ain't pay attention in class.
They always said that you pay attention in class, you're gonna come back and you're not gonna use it right now, but you're gonna come back and use it later.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
like you said, the game is international now. What do you think about how the NBA now has turned to a lot of the international players compared to the local kids?
You said one.
How do you feel that the NBA is turning more attention to international players now than?
Well, they are. They're the game. I say is evolving and it's changing, right? It's evolving and changing. So again, it's more of a how do we evolve? How do we make adjustments? Also, how do we make adjustments? Because the game is evolving. You see a Luka. They're not, say how big he is. He's shooting threes. His fundamentals are a little bit different than your average. Growing up and playing that you're accustomed to. So again, I love that they are changing the game up. You have to be a little more fundamental. And some of the kids or some of the people are struggling, right now because they're not accustomed to it. Yeah, they're not accustomed to it.
Yeah,
so,
but
my apologies. I'm sorry. I'm being nosy. I'm multitasking here, and I'm failing at one of them. So,
you all good, man. Hey, I'm coming interrupt you from work. But with this age, like this, a 5th to 6th grader with the fundamentals, like especially with the females, the young ladies, how can you encourage them to stay with it if they feel that they're not? If they're looking at their counterpart like, man, they shooting, they're doing more better, then I'm still struggling.
Well, it's two things. One, you got to have a caring parent, right? A parent is going to invest and going to push you.
Yeah.
There are going to be some days that their daughters are going to want to quit. There will be some days that say, you know what, I'm tired of it. I'm not getting better. I don't see it. So they have to stay the course. Also, the parents. The next is going to be making sure that you having coaches, right? That we wear many hats. We're not just coaches. Sometimes we're parents. Sometimes we're mentors. Sometimes we're doctors. We're some of everybody. So having a network of families, the parents, having the network of supportive coaches, all this right here works. All this works. So again, I'm looking like right here. He's doing something I don't know really do. With the figure the figure four. I'm sorry, figure four.
The figure eight.
Figure eight. Yeah, that they're doing. So he has out and he showed them the route they had to travel. Right. So this. But again, when you getting coaches in here, and you get people who have different experiences, you know what I'm saying, you still learning. I've been doing this 14 years. I've never did this work. This is me learning. I've taught them how to do it, but I've never had the steps on where to go. And man, I'm really impressed with that.
That's what you just kind of you just open up my. I just wonder what was going on. Okay, now I see.
Yeah, yeah,
So now you just open up my.
yeah. They know where to go. That's it. Again, you learn different things. You always learning. I've never done this before in my life.
One of my old coaches said, you go behind the guy you pass the ball
correct.
to.
Stay out
and
wide. Make the layup. You can't do it on fussing at you. No, but then you have to follow your path. You have to follow your path.
Oh wow! See, that, and see, and that's why I look at stuff sometimes. I'll go. It's good to go to different clinics
Uh-huh.
and stuff to see different coaches. Like I said, I feed off the coaches that I work with.
Correct.
And like I said, I'm feeding off y'all because I'm just here doing a podcast. But now he teaches me something that I probably can work on with my guy.
Right.
But
I was learning, man. The ABCs. You always be learning. You're gonna
yeah,
always learn.
and just like I said, this is just basic fundamental. This stuff that we learn early.
Mhm.
It's all about running and passing the ball, catching, passing.
Correct.
But we got some of the older kids right now don't even know how to do a figure eight.
Correct.
They look like, what is that?
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
like, man, you just make an eight, run down the court, run behind the guy you pass off. But this is really breaking it down of teaching them. But so I really see the type of fundamentals that you're
Mhm.
teaching the players at this age because it is all about important fundamental
Correct.
to learn the game, to play the game.
Correct.
Instead of now, I know that somebody may hate you or talk about you or whatever for the question about that, or
All
they may
right.
talk about me too. I really don't care.
Okay, let's go. I'm ready.
You see how some of the players, the Euro step, the crossover, they trying to do the step back. Some trainers train the players. That's how they train to
Mhm.
do those.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of, like I said, teaching them the basic fundamentals of what these young ladies are learning right now, or just how to do the basic figure eight with the color dots. Well, I don't know the match. I would say cones on the floor,
Uh-huh.
but some trainers are teaching guys how to do the crossover, how to do the step back, instead of teaching them basic fundamental basketball.
You know, some of these trainers, because it looks fancy, it looks good,
Yeah.
they think they're doing something, and they're not. They're not. All they're doing is wasting your time. That's all they're doing. So, but again, there's time and there's places for to be advanced. But again, if I can make more layups and make more points than the other team, I win the game. Right?
Yeah.
That's a fundamental. It's can you make more shots than the next person, next team? And can you stop them from doing it? So, again, training is great. I hope there's some really great trainers that are listening and understand that fundamentals is first. Then you can hit with the crossover, the step back, and the Euros and everything, because that's part of the game. You still need it.
Yeah.
But at this age right here, it's gonna be just simple fundamentals. That's all it's gonna be. It ain't gonna be nothing different.
Let me ask you, defense.
Mhm.
How important is defense?
Oh man, you score 100 points, they score 101, you lose the game. It don't matter, man. So defense, you have to. When I say you have to, you have to be able to stop somebody. So defense comes from the heart.
Yeah.
Defense comes from within. Do I want to stop somebody?
And how I've seen players, like I said, even I'm gonna put myself in that category also. I like defense. I'm more of a defensive person. Like I said, I'll play defense all day instead of not even worry about scoring. I'll play defense. Would you love to have a player like that on your team that said, "Hey, I need defense stop"? That's my person.
Oh, that's how I recruit, man. That's a recruit. I gotta have somebody who just a straight crash dummy. You know what I'm saying? Their job is,
put it that way.
They don't have any fear. They understand that, you know what, I may not make all the shots, but my job is to make sure I'm on the best player at all times. I had a coach call me and said, "Coach, hey, I got a kid. She averaged probably about 6-7 points a game, but I put on my best, on the best defender. I mean, best player on the other team." And I said, "Coach, bring her on." But she don't. I said, "I don't care about it. I need somebody to stop somebody because it's osmosis." You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you do that, when they're playing hard, it feeds to the rest of the team.
Yeah.
So if I can do, I got a young lady that offer who was scoring 6 points on my travel team, but her defense and her industry. Someone said, "Coach, I got to have her. I got to shoot her. Coach, I got somebody that can slash. I got all that. I need somebody who's energetic, who's fun to be around, and I know when she is and is not on the floor."
Now, how important it is to, like I said, to have that like I know you told the young ladies out here to have that energy. How important it is to have good energy on the court. Now, how important it is to have good energy on the court. Like I know
Oh.
you told the coach, have energy, have energy.
Oh man, it's too quiet for me right now. I'll be honest with you. Energy is everything, man. It's transferable. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be good or bad. Good or bad energy is transferable. That's why I hang around bad people. I don't do it because you can put that on me. So energy to me.
Yeah, Eagles fan, that's bad.
Where your team at, man?
Hey, we sit at the hot chill like we are right now. We chilling right now.
Exactly. That's what it is. That's what it is. So again, long story short, I want to make sure that energy is transferable, and you put out something positive in the world, I guarantee it to come back. It may not come out, it may not come exactly where you want it to come out at that time, but it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back.
Yeah, like I said, coach is setting up what they call a zigzag drill.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want all your players to have excellent dribbling skill, or you want you might have some players they can shoot the lights out, but they can't dribble worth a lick.
It don't matter. You can have Shaq in the paint. You can't get the ball down. It don't matter. So I need even if you are a post player, you gotta have some type of ball handle. Even if it's 2 to 3 dribble to get out of traffic, and you pass it to your then you pass it. So we need to make sure. We need to make sure that you can handle the ball at least 2 to 3 dribbles, no matter what position, right? No matter what position. So again, shooting is great. I want you to be able to shoot the ball. I'm gonna make you a shooter. We'll make you a shooter. We'll make you a scorer. But can you get from one side of the floor to the other side of the floor?
How do not see? I know I'm my pet peeve. How do you feel about a player taking the ball from one end of the court all the way down the court to turn it over instead of passing the ball down the court?
Oh man, you want to see me come out my skin, man? You want to see me come out my skin, bro? Do that. You almost made me curse right then. I can't curse this more.
We're at church, man.
We're at church, right? All right. And I had to realize it. You said you did it, man. You just struck a nerve. I hate. You're gonna turn the ball over.
Yeah.
But if you sit there and be selfish, don't put that to pass the ball over the court. You turn the ball over, or you want to do something, miss that shot. No, man. Use your teammates. You know what I'm saying? I understand. We the teammates there for a reason.
Yeah, that irks me. It's because I know some players now we have that selfish mentality right now. Everybody always wants to score. And then again, like I said, they want to take the ball from one end all the way down to the end, and then go turn the ball over. And then you pull them out the game. They look like, Coach, what I do? Do we need to go back and watch film? Like I said, the honest guy ain't gonna lie. We can go back and watch film. That irks me. Like, use your teammates.
Yeah.
And I tell my player, it's all about opportunity. Like you said early, it's all about opportunity.
It is.
If you can create if you can create an opportunity for yourself to score or your teammate to score, go ahead and do it. Not saying that you're gonna score every point. I'm telling myself I don't want you to score all the points.
Yeah. I want to score the points.
You may have a good game this game, but next game you may be out. But the thing about it, just work together with your teammate.
Yeah. I mean, but again, you got to work everybody. You got to trust your teammates. And if we do a good job, we do a great job as an organization. I think we can get everybody accountable, and we can make sure that you can trust your teammates. So everybody's not gonna understand. I'm not gonna say that I got 100% success rate on turning you from trash to to the next best thing that's out there.
You gotta have confidence in yourself, Coach. You can say that everything that come through here, they're gonna be productive.
Hey,
now you heard what I said productive. Now I ain't said they're gonna be good, but they're gonna be productive.
I'm a realist, man. You can say all day long. I'm a realist. You can't tell me the sky is purple and I see the sky is blue.
And Alcorn is purple.
Yeah, it is, and that's why they over there. Second tier, Big Daddy, JSU. Yeah.
But like I said, it's not based all about the young ladies, even some of the young men that you work with, because I know you still, like I said, you focus more on women, but you still, about the work that you do, you still inspire some young men to do what you do. Do you see that when you work with the young ladies that you made a great success story with them based off what they're doing on the court or what they do off the court?
Oh, it's what they do off court, man. Look around, like I said before, we have 2 young ladies who play travel ball with me. All right, who play travel ball with me. We have they have gone on and played, at the highest level. Played collegiately, played overseas. Now one has a family. They have 2 girls that I'm sure gonna be playing ball also. And now how do we translate that back over to I'm sorry, they're doing it wrong. It's catching my attention. Yeah. So how do we translate that back over to give back to them? So it's very important, man. It's very important.
Yeah, and Mike said you can use the stuff that you learn on the athletic field or court or whatever in life because, like I said, your work ethic.
Hmm.
If you work hard on the court, you're gonna work hard in life. Like I tell my son, I said, man, no, some of the work that you're doing on the court, trying to better yourself, I need you to do that in the classroom.
Correct.
I need you
Correct.
to do that, when you're doing chores at the house
Correct.
and start there. But some athletes, like I said, they work hard in the classroom, but then they get on the court like, man, I'm just doing it for fun. How do you work with those? And some of them are just out there just for fun.
Well, they can't play for me. That's how you deal with that. They can't play for me. If this is recreation for you, then you don't play. You don't play for me. If this is something you want to do to get better and have an opportunity, that's what you're gonna play for me. So that's how. Again, my wife is crazy. I'm kind of crazy too. I'm tell you right now. There's no compromise for being ex. Like right now, they're doing it. Doing right here. They're changing the dynamics now. But you have no option. They was doing it wrong. You have no option. You got to do it right. Stop taking shortcuts. Okay, there's no shortcuts to getting better. So again, I had a parent. I'm gonna tell you what a parent I had before. The kid really couldn't. She was kind of short, right? So she kept trying to go in the paint and make a layup, but she couldn't have stuff sitting in the stands. So the dad sitting behind me, Coach, she more than just a shooter. She more than just a shooter. And I said, Dad, I tell you, I didn't say a word. So when the young lady kept doing what her dad told her to do, somebody was shooting a free throw. I brought her to the side, put my arm around. I said, hey, baby, you go in there one more time and put your sandwich with your daddy, okay? I never looked back. Dad stopped talking. Dad said, Coach, I apologize. I said, yes, sir. I said, I'm not going to argue with you, man, about what it is that I'm doing. I heard you, but I'm not going to argue with you.
Man, how do you feel about them game time coaches? That's what I call them game time coaches.
Oh, man. Yeah. Hey, you want to do this, start your own team, bro. Hey, I'm the only dad on this team, Coach.
And I can't stand up game time. Cause I said if you want to come to practice where we putting in the work. Cause I said the game time is only for entertainment. I know my players get tired of me when I start giving them analysis.
Right.
I said when you come to practice, do any of your parents being here? Someone say nah. Do we charge a fee for them to get in practice? Nah. Right. I said when they come to a game, guess what? When you pay for a service, when you pay for something, you want to use it. And when they pay for the game, they want to see entertainment. Right. So when they come to the game, yes, we will provide them with entertainment. But when we're in practice, but they can't coach during the game time. Nah, I need you in practice. When I was coaching football over at Lanier. This is not early in my coaching career out of college. Mm-hmm. I had a parent come to me and say, Coach, you mind if I come out here and give a few points to play? I said, I can respect that. I would prefer for you back here on practice instead of at the game. Coach, take him out. No, why you take my son out? He doing the best. Like, nah, I don't want to hear that nonsense. Well, did you see what your son was just doing out there on the field? I know everybody else see it, but you can't be blinded by your child. Like I said, I suspended my son a couple games.
Right.
And he looked at me. He was like, Dad, what? Nah, you broke a rule.
Right.
You didn't do what we asked you to do. Yeah. And I tell my parents, I said, I'm not really just focused on your child, what they do at school. Mm-hmm. If they misbehaving at home, let us know. We'll take care of it.
Right. We got it. We got it. Can I step away for a second?
Yeah, sure. No problem.
I want to make sure I stop.
No, you good, Coach. Again, this is More on the Road with Bernard Moore III, presented to you by More and More Sports Management. We're here live at New Jerusalem North Church, getting ready for the Mississippi Top Prospect. We were just talking with Coach Robert Williams. As you can see now, we're gonna go ahead and get him on camera. He's out here breaking down and talk to the young ladies. So it is very interesting to definitely see them what they're doing here at New Jerusalem. Now, but while we're here taking a break, I want to give thanks to those individuals that helped make this possible. Talking Sports Live with Rob J, Jamie Horton, Larry Nix, and myself. Join us every Wednesday at Full Moon Barbecue, 1935 Main Street at Talking Sports Live, Facebook, TS Live MS at YouTube, Instagram, and X. To learn what we do. Talking Sports Live is very interesting. Have fun. Definitely join us each Wednesday live on social media, or you can come to the restaurant and join us and be a part of the show. Speaking of Full Moon, we 1935. Coach telling me be quiet now, so I got to be quiet. Because he said he talking, so I'm going to be quiet right now. So Coach can go ahead and finish talking. All right. Join us every Wednesday at Full Moon Barbecue, 1935 Main Street, or you can swing by Full Moon Barbecue, 1935 Main Street, anytime from, I think they open up at 10:30. Sometimes they go to 8 or 9, so definitely stop by Give them a call. Place an order 601-853-1712, or you can contact their caterer any 10 or more meals 601-466-7713, and let them know that you heard it on More on the Road, and they'll probably provide you a cookie or a treat or something. But definitely check them out, as they can provide assistance with your catering, your meals and stuff. So let them know that you heard it on full. Let them know you heard it on Full Moon. Good job. Try Monique's Dessert Boutique LLC. Purple Velvet Bakery at yahoo.com. Cupcakes, cookies, muffins, cakes. Oh my. Contact Monique's Dessert Boutique so she can provide you with a dessert treat. Also, thanks to Hillcrest Christian School, one family, one faith, one future. It's 4060 Jackson, Mississippi, South Sour Road. 4060 South Sour Road in Jackson, Mississippi. 601-372-0149. Give them a call or log on to hillcrestchristian.org for more information and schedule a visit. Want to thanks to More and More Sports Management. Nothing but more is what we're all about. Give us a call at 601-260-3509. We can come out and assist you with some events, some sponsorships, some advertisement, commercial production, all that good stuff to help you expand your business, as well as contract negotiation. We assist coaches, personalities, anybody that want to help some deal with contract negotiation, things along that line. So again, we're here live at New Jerusalem North. I know you hear the basketball bouncing. The young ladies out here getting some work in on this basketball court with the Mississippi top prospects, fifth and sixth graders. Coach had to go out there, as you can see him with the rise up. So they out there. He out there getting sit out there, get them ready and stuff, to get ready to expand their opportunity. Like I said, we was talking basketball, which is very important, for us, and especially basketball is very important. Basketball, no, not basketball. Sports is very important in life. Not saying just because that if you can't play basketball, you have softball, you have volleyball, you have golf, you have other different sports. So definitely be part of some type of athletic team or some sport entity. And again, it's not just saying that you just have to be a player. You have some great coaches that didn't play the game, but you had some coaches that did play the game that were successful as well. But it also helps you in business. A lot of former athletes are successful businessmen or women. They're doing things in the community. Like I said, you have some few coaches out here that are out here working these young ladies that they're former players as well. Now they're turning to coaches and some former business owner. As you can see, the young lady that's standing right there at the free throw line, like I said, she was on a show, Coach Taisha Willis. She is a personal trainer, and that she's out here providing encouragement to the young ladies out here right now. So definitely look them up. Like I said, these are successful individuals. Not that they advanced in their professional careers to reach the highest level, but a lot of them had opportunities to reach the highest level, and a lot of them have helped others to reach the highest level. But it's not all about sometimes as self. Reaching the highest level. It's all about helping others to reach the highest level. Now I got my screen working right now. I had a little hiccup. More on the road with Bernard Moore III, presented to you by More and More Sports Management. Like I said, definitely want to give thanks to More and More Sports Management, MMS-management.com, that we can definitely be a part of your organization. Like I said, we help negotiate contracts, we help plan events, we help solicit sponsorship, we help solicit advertisers, help develop commercials, stuff along that line. We have a network of individuals that can help us do a lot of stuff, so definitely look us up at More and More Sports Management. Again, Talking Sports Live, live Full Moon Barbecue, Madison, Mississippi, 1935, every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Join us every Wednesday, or if you're unable to join us Wednesday, you can follow along for our social media, Talking Sports Live, Facebook, TS Live MS, YouTube, X, and Instagram, or catch us Sunday night on 35 Delu. At 10 p.m. after you finish watching football. Well, the playoffs are coming now, so football is about to come to its end in a few seconds. You're gonna hear this big bang again. Then we're gonna have this horn go off. But the coach is definitely working these young ladies. Oh, the young lady's a little bit late. Best Little Porkhouse in Mississippi, Full Moon Barbecue, 1935 Main Street in Madison, Mississippi. Boy, the coaches, the players dislike that when the coach tell you, see, y'all didn't run out here. So, coach, I got to get you. Coach said, I got to get you. Here, beat the clock. But Best Little Porkhouse in Mississippi, 1935 Main Street, Madison, Mississippi. Again, 601-853-1712 is the number to place an order, or contact their catering, 601-466-7713. Let them know that you heard it on More on the Road. That may throw you a cookie. Well, they may provide you with a cookie. Monique's Dessert Boutique. Cakes, cupcakes, cookies, and muffins. Oh my. Purple Velvet Bakery at yahoo.com. Definitely give her a call and let her help you out with your bakery. You can find her on social media, Facebook as well as Instagram. Hillcrest Christian School, one family, one faith, one future, 4060 South Sawyer Road in Jackson, Mississippi. 601-372-0149. Give them a call and schedule a tour and take an assessment as well. Again, want to thank you guys for joining us here at More on the Road as we continue to get ourselves together. Like I said, we're having fun here at New Jerusalem South as the young ladies are getting their conditioning. Coach Holmes said they messed up and then they messed up and then get back in time. But it's all about good hard work. So you can see that some of them have the work ethic to definitely do it. But let's say they just definitely need that push and that words of encouragement for them to continue to go on. So that's all. That's the duty of a coach. A coach is here to definitely pour out the best of the players. So nah. So the coaches, this is when the players really hate when the coach is upset or they didn't do a drill, and the coach is gonna give them, gonna make them push for it. But it is what it is. Sometimes hey, you got to push yourself. But that's life. Sometimes you definitely got to really do what you got to do to come out and be the best. Being the best is not easy. I'm letting you know that being the best is not easy. It takes hard work and effort for you to definitely push yourself. So you have to push yourself to get better. You got to push yourself to get better, and you definitely got to work hard at it. So congratulations to these young ladies. They're definitely really working hard. They're definitely really working hard. They're definitely really working hard at what they're doing, but sometimes it takes what it takes. You just got to push yourself. So the thing said, definitely got to push yourself. And these young ladies, and some of them fell down. I said again, this is fifth and sixth grader. Some of them are not accustomed to the work that sometimes they're putting in. And just like Coach stated, they said it's too quiet in here for him. But no, sometimes you definitely got to bring that energy. And I'm gonna utilize that now. So once I go to get back into the coaching, I'm gonna really say that it needs to be loud. So we definitely have to encourage each other out there. But man, I really do thank you guys for tuning in or joining us here on More on the Road with Bernard Moore III, presented to you by More and More Sports Management. So now it's good. It's about time for us to get out of here. Definitely go enjoy some fun, go watch some football and all that good stuff. But man, thank you guys for joining us here on More on the Road. And I want to thank Mississippi Top Prospect for allowing me to come in here and be a part of them with this with a podcast. But hey, it is what it is. Much love to you guys. We're out of here.